Hello everybody, you're listening to Brainrot Buddies. We talk nothing but tier lists, and more tier lists. This is hosted by Sawyer Gibbons and the St. Joe Grannies podcast.
So first things first, we're going to be talking about these Roblox games that we played, and we're going to be ranking them. So the first
core obbies of
game we played was You Don't Want to See Me Rage, I think the first one was.
Yeah, that's the first.
That one was pretty basic. It started off the trilogy, so it was pretty good, but like, it had the boat ride, it had, I think I had car ride too, right? Both boat ride and car ride. And I don't remember if I had a rope bridge either, those laggy rope bridges.
I think it was a really easy one. One of the easiest ones.
Out of all these rage baiting hobbies, this one was definitely the easiest. So it started off. So I put it
for its purpose. Honestly, it just wasn't best.
Yeah, it wasn't that special. Put it. I'd say we put it in B tier.
Definitely tier. And then second in the trilogy.
You Don't Want to See Me Angry, I think the second one was.
Yes.
This one was definitely harder. It had a lot more of the boat ones, and the boat ones, I mean, they seem easy because it's just driving a boat, and it was a basic Roblox boat, so like WASD controls. But this one would drift randomly, and like if you made like one, and if you tapped the key once, it wouldn't go forward like a centimeter. It would randomly go like a foot or 2 or 5 feet. It was hard.
Deep boat controls were stupid.
You were navigating really tight minefields and stuff. It was very, very difficult.
Did this one introduce the snipers?
The sniper? I think this one introduced the snipers with the little obstacle course. That one was really difficult for you.
Snipers are rough.
Yeah, because you're already struggling trying to get in between the obstacle course, and then the snipers cutting down your time. If you take your time, you die to the snipers.
Yeah.
It's like a straight Squid Game.
For its purpose, I think it's a clean A.
Wait, hold on. I still got more to talk. They definitely did way too much water-based stuff, with the boats. I think there was 3 boats in this. It gets to a point. It was already difficult. We get it. So
yeah, it's hard enough.
That takes it down a little bit, but there was still some interesting stuff, like the staircase and the weird jumping between the floating platforms and the mines. It would just randomly teleport anywhere.
Yeah.
You'd just be jumping to a platform that was completely clear of mines, and then a mine would just teleport right there, and you can't do anything about it. Definitely had a bunch of tries trying to finish this one.
The Chinese boat and the American boat.
Yeah, so some of them though were disproportionately easy compared to the other really disproportionately hard ones. I'd say out of all the games, I'd say this one had the hardest levels for some, and definitely some of the easiest levels. So it was kind of a mixed boat.
It did have some
unique...
3. 3 was so much harder.
3 was definitely more... We'll get to 3 though. It did have some cool new unique stuff though. The baseball bat and the mines were introduced. The baseball bat would launch you to the other side. And also the weird Golden Freddy things that would fall down the ramp, and you just had to go and hope you didn't get hit. That was really fun.
One had to be my favorite.
Yeah, that was
Fruits of Despair.
The Fruits of Despair. You would have had that for the second game with the Golden Freddy Morbius.
Morbius. It was awesome.
But yeah,
I'm putting it at a song.
Yeah, I'd say. Yeah. Alright, now the third game was really, really, really good. It had the most unique levels, and it's by far the most popular of all of them. Some of you might have seen the TikTok of the poor kid on the crooked monitor trying to beat the fruits falling down the ramp. That's this game, the Fruits of Despair.
This game.
This is called You Don't Want to See Me Infuriated. Definitely the peak in the serious.
Did this one have Sigmund Freud in the capture?
Yeah, it started out with the crookedy bridge, and you just had to cross it and hope you didn't glitch out and send you flying.
Yep.
Just kind of luck based. A lot of luck based stuff in this game, but that's what these games are for.
One of my favorite
Sigmund, Egg Sigmund, Evil Sigmund.
Yeah. One of my favorite parts were the Sigmund Freud appearances, where it would be Sigmund Freud character.
the wall where you had to like say the name of the character to pass.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
like the same Sigmund Freud,
This-
evil Sigmund.
This game
Over and
had
over
one of the most unique things I think I've ever seen in Roblox, which is the Terraria Plantera boss fight. I've never
Yeah,
seen that
at the very,
Roblox.
very end, one of the hardest things to get through this game. First of all, it was difficult because there was a stupid boat level with snipers before you could get to it, and there was no
Yeah.
checkpoint in between the boat and the boss fight. So if you lost at the boss fight, you had to go through the boat level all over again. And
There was a definite boss fight.
yeah, and
Def-
the boss fight was basically just like a really crappy copy of a Plantera boss fight from Terraria. Some of you guys probably
Yeah.
played. And
So awesome.
yeah, definitely very difficult. Like you don't even really get a good weapon. You just kind of like
Insanely
left click over and
unique.
over again, just dying over and over and over again. That was the final level. That was pretty good. But in between, I mean, there was more jump driving, more boat levels.
Yeah.
My favorite level out of all those was definitely the Fruits of the Spear with all the fruits.
Definitely.
falling
Me
down
too.
the
Me
ramp.
too.
I like that.
That was so.
Another one I liked, though it was like the most painful to cross through. I would say the pop-ups through the obby. Like you would be flooded with pop-ups, so you were basically blinded for the entire obby. You just had to like remember where they were and just like blindly go through an obby because of the
I
amount
think-
of pop-ups.
For me,
And
one of the
capture
hardest
boss.
things were the captures.
Yeah.
Were just rough. 'cause some of
Especially
them would be-
that, yeah, one of them was like select all images with 220 ohm resistors.
resistors. Yeah.
And, like, I'm sorry, but I'm not an
were-
electrician. I don't know what
Oh.
a 220 ohm resistor is. I had to look it up, and even then, like some of the images were so blurry you couldn't even like identify them.
One of them also gave us complex equation, which
yeah,
looked
like an
insane
evil
solve.
Einstein equation that we had to solve.
I'm not.
Yeah, we just skipped that one. And also the stupid wheel one, where you just have to, like spin the wheel, and it took
Oh,
forever,
yeah.
and you had to get like the key, which was like the tiniest
Yeah.
slice of the spinner. It was like a wheel of destiny. And
Yeah,
finally
oh,
was the key, and
thank
you
you,
could
bro.
only pass if you get the key. But yeah, solid game.
Super
overall.
unique level.
I'd say put it in S tier. This is
S tier,
the
definitely
the
S
peak
tier.
of all these types of games, and the most unique and very
Insanely
talented.
unique.
S tier.
Next up we have Glagoland.
Glagoland, not a very popular game, but you know,
Yeah.
Glagoland, just
This
silly.
is
If you just want to
Sawyer's-
have a little silly little fight and fight in Fozo, which is
Yeah.
an impossible boss fight, yeah.
To really say yours.
I'll let
Just
you rank
really-
it since I'm a little biased. I'll let you rank it.
Honestly, really nothing here except for the boss fight of Enfoza. But
Yeah. What would you?
Smiley Faces,
That's so
like the
impossible.
town, was just. I mean, the helicopters, all the
Yeah,
little
plenty of silly little vehicles, silly little items and stuff.
the silly little vehicles, the silly little
Yeah,
rides.
if you're
carnival-
autistic, definitely check this one out.
Yeah, this one's just
But,
really.
yeah.
We have just a little bit, but too much. So honestly, I'd have to give it a low B.
All right.
Fun, but it just doesn't hit. You know.
Yes, you're right. Okay, whatever. Next one.
Next one was Natural Disaster Survival.
Yeah, already a classic. So, as much as this game is loved and stuff, I gotta say the disasters are not that difficult. to survive.
Yeah,
even as a little 8-year-old, I feel like you could beat these like really
Yeah.
easily.
It felt very repetitive.
Yeah,
All the
definitely very repetitive.
it was just the same. It didn't feel really. And it just goes in a wheel.
It definitely sees as a classic, but I feel like all of its popularity really just comes from it being a classic. I mean,
Yeah.
if the disasters were more difficult to survive, then this would definitely be more unique. The maps are
The most-
cool, the concept's cool. It's just,
Yeah.
very easy.
The most fun thing in this game was probably that one guy.
Yeah, that the Kanye skin guy.
It isn't very fun game. It's a classic, but it just
Yeah.
died over the years
Yeah,
with more popular
ignoring
games.
its classic, I'd probably put it in C or D actually.
Yeah, honestly, a C.
Alright, next one was
Like mini games, right? Or
I think it was Doomspire actually.
Doomspire, yeah, Doom.
Alright, next we played Doomspire. Brick
Doomspire.
Battles, so pretty basic concept,
Yeah,
but yet again
Just
another classic.
take the other towers.
4 towers
This
connected
one-
to each other, each like colored. There's a yellow team, blue team, red team, green team, and they all had to destroy each other's towers. But yeah.
I feel like if we played it more, I feel like it would be enjoyable. It was definitely an enjoyable game.
Yeah,
I don't know about your
one of my biggest concerns is like it doesn't have like a team switch option. Like we had to play on
Yeah.
different teams because it would instantly put some different teams. Also, there was a hacker in the game, so I couldn't play.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
that sucked.
It was
It's
definitely
definitely a cool concept. Just like 4 towers, like kind of like fighting each other off and then destroying each other's towers. That's cool.
more fun than Disaster 5. Honestly, just because there's more act to it, and it's every round is not this. You're on a different place, different people. Depends on you and your mate. So the different circumstances that happen. So I feel like it's just better.
Also, I
So
gotta say
because there's competition.
the weapon choice in this game is a little poopy. They added way too many weapons. Like
Yeah.
who's using the stupid bouncy ball thing? Who's using the stupid slingshot thing? You know what I'm saying? Like you really only need the rocket launcher, the sword,
And the bomb.
and maybe the wall thing that
Yeah.
like you can place on walls. Just because whenever your tower gets destroyed a bunch, you have to like place on your own walls to like ladder up. But yeah. Other than that, I mean, it's kind of the same thing with natural disaster survival.
I think this is a nice B.
Cool concept, just like poorly executed. I'd put it
I feel
in C
like
actually.
a nice B.
I'd put it in C.
We'll put it mid.
Put it in C. Or
Middle.
show you.
Get ready.
So what
Oh, I'm putting it in. Last game we played is
yeah,
Big
epic
Mini
mini
Game.
These are cool.
This was. I feel like this is really.
Yeah, very cool concept. I mean, it's not even like really just like one game. It's just a bunch of
Yeah.
mini games, and you just like
Yeah.
randomly select one, and you just play with a bunch of other people. Winner
Yeah.
usually ends up with like 3 winners or like just 1 winner.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. There's, just,
Honestly.
like, great variety of games, great variety of maps. It's a classic too. I feel like it's definitely earned its place.
Yeah.
I will say some of the mini games are a little like stupid or luck based, like either way too easy or
Fair.
way too luck based. But or they just don't have enough time. It's very kind of fast paced and like especially with some of those like obby ones where you have to like jump across a bunch of stuff. Like sometimes like you don't even have enough time. Not a single person finishes it because the time limit. But other than that, I'd say very good game. I'd put it in A tier or S tier.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely earns its place. You know, many different games. You know, was a really fun, enjoyable going against Sawyer and winning because he stink.
Yeah, well, I beat you too, so.
Okay. Well,
What
but it's definitely a place. Really fun. Fires the dopamine. So many different things coming out. And, I'd say S.
Yeah,
Or
put an
A.
S, put an S, put an S.
What up, Seth?
Alright. So
that
that's
was
all the Roblox games we got.
Yeah. That was the Roblox tier list.
Okay, everybody. So right now we're gonna be ranking Pokemon based on their
Pokemon.
power.
Our first Pokemon is electric water teeth or snake.
That
I
weird
mean
snake thing.
snake with the wing.
I'm gonna say at first glance it doesn't look too powerful, just because
Yeah,
like
not
it's a snake. But then you look at its tail. Can you like zoom in on that tail a little bit?
Like the thin
It-
body. Just
yeah. It can get
like-
in, like spaces like in between the enemy's defenses.
You
and
know,
such.
it could
and
just
that-
like penetrate.
And you see those like bead-like things on the tail? Those could be used
Dude,
for
you
like
see the
puncturing
thorn?
the enemy's defenses. And the little horn.
Thorn, crazy on the thing. Lethal.
Yeah. So I think that's gonna start off with a strong B tier. What do you think?
Honestly, yeah. The mouth. No.
Yeah, it's kind of basic. Still leaves much to be desired in terms of its power level. But
Yeah.
we're off to a good start. All right, next one.
Yeah. We have water
Some weird steel thing.
steel.
Okay.
Honest.
Kind of unassuming, but like that tongue like implies like a big mouth for like strong bite attacks, and the
Yeah,
it's in
like-
attack position. You see, it's in attack position.
Yes.
It's got its tail raised at the ready, like a scorpion.
I gotta
I'd say put in C tier first.
yeah. I'm feeling it, but C tier is strong. C tier is strong.
Yeah.
Next, we
Alright.
have Big Burly Snail. I mean,
All right. Look at that. Look at those muscles. 4 arms. Who needs 4 arms? You can do so much with that. You can
that
get
is
all
like
around the
attack.
enemy.
Honestly, I'm feeling D tier because you know
Really? I might
The
agree with that.
attack
Yeah.
position
That's kind of
is
basic. Yeah.
not there.
And look at that belt around his like pants and stuff. Like he needs clothing. Like, are you shitting me?
There. I'm guessing bottoms.
I'd say put it in D tier actually.
Okay, D tier is
Yeah.
um
All right, next one. All right.
orange Persian cat.
Look at that. Wow. Okay.
Look at that
So,
posture.
yeah, the attack position, and look at. I mean, it is very basic. Basically, just like an animal. I mean, pretty basic, but still, I mean,
Yeah.
you can't go wrong. That like even in real life, the cat build
Yeah.
is pretty proven.
Honestly.
Looks pretty powerful. I'd say it belongs in B tier.
C tier.
C tier? Alright, I guess I'll agree with that, yeah.
It's just not as good as the snake. Deep sea snake.
Alright, what's next? Okay, that weird mushroom guy. What is that weird hole at the top of his head? Does that
Yeah,
like spray like
the-
poison cloud? Is that like
the head
evil
on that
shroom?
thing.
Yeah, the head on it. Crazy. Not really that good. Not much to say about
Yeah.
it. Like that's the only thing it's got going for it.
I
C
might have
tier.
to just say F. It looks boring.
F really? Damn.
Yeah.
Alright, you do you.
Alright.
Alright.
Um,
What's next?
We have
Wow. The
Yellow
bat
bat.
thing. Big bat thing.
ow,
Okay, so
ow. It could
first
just
thing that
kill
comes
you.
to mind,
I'll
look at
be
that
you.
mouth. Look at that mouth. 4
That
fangs
mouth is
though.
Lethal.
Could-
Lethal.
yeah, lethal. Absolutely lethal, bro.
Lethal.
Its feet are kind of weird though. If you look at it, they look like someone's
Yeah,
like kind
it's-
of like ran out of drawing
like
time.
you're
Their
sledding.
drawing
It's
budget
like
kind of ran out.
Bloody.
It's like 2 polygons, like 2 lines for their
Yeah.
like kind of basic.
Honestly,
you,
lame.
You aren't like scratching any opponents. Like your only thing is your mouth, and like to be honest, I mean it's a bat, so it's probably like a small creature. So it probably came in like, I mean it might look big compared to its body, but like it's
But the
just
mouth
a
on
small
that
thing.
just crazy. You know, it could probably
Yeah.
one
I mean,
bite you kill you.
it's focusing on what it's good at, so I'll have to give it to
Yeah.
that. I'd say B tier.
Yeah, definitely. Here, just you know, good
Uh,
mouth on that thing. Could spread a Wuhan virus.
Yeah. Alright, what's next?
Next one, we got
The three
Three-
piglets.
three
I
sauce-
forgot this one was called. Okay.
triple sauce.
So first things first, 3 of them. That's something. So
That is crazy.
yeah, you can attack from all directions, like all the enemies, like holes of defense. You could just like
Yeah.
exploit
Honest-
them, and
Different
Yeah.
sizes too. Say,
I
put
will,
that into
as an individual, they look pretty boring, and I won't really know what they could do in terms of like an attack. I mean, I guess just like kind of like bump into the enemy a little, but like,
dude, but
but
that's
3
their
of them,
thing.
3 of them is good.
Their
Like they're
thing,
just kind of
they
like a
can-
swarm attack.
so-
Like all 3 of them exploit like one like area in the enemy.
yeah,
It's over. I'd say.
yeah, it's just
I'd give it high B tier.
the
the
magic
powder
yellow
fish.
fish.
Magic yellowfish. It's actually orange, but okay. Alright, I'll just
It's
say
just
what,
a
what the hell
fish.
even is this, bro?
What is
It's just a fish.
looks just
I mean, it's got a
boring.
mouth, but its eyes,
And
it
it
looks
does
shell
have-
shocked. It doesn't really look like it would be like all there.
honestly D tier.
E tier? Dang.
I'll take good.
Alright, what's up next?
Purple. I mean pink guy.
What is that, Cliff Fury? I don't even know what this is. Whatever.
Guy.
It's like Jigglypuff but big. Okay, so I'd say C tier.
Yeah, on
Not
Cleo
much. Not
C2.
much here. I'm not really.
Not
seeing
much.
Too much.
Looks too happy. Would you give me a good time?
A good battle time. Okay.
Yeah.
What's this? Okay. Wow. You two.
Mewtwo. Oh my
Already.
god.
I'm gonna say it. Look at the powerful
Crazy.
legs. Look at the arms. Look at the tail. I mean, it doesn't. It kind of just looks like an animal, but you gotta realize this thing's like lab grown and like evil and stuff. It's
Yeah.
straight evil. Kind of.
Do
like,
you see the body? It could
Yeah.
just double.
It could
Really?
just like instantly like traverse the battlefield instantly with those legs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. I think
This
this
might
might be our
just be our
most
first-
A. I'm gonna give it an A tier.
Okay.
A tier is good.
Fair.
It doesn't have any like
Look at the
super
legs on
defining
that.
features, but like, you know, you gotta realize it's like that evil feature thing.
The legs on
A
that
tier.
thing is great.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What's this? What's this?
Rock dragon. Geo dragon.
Alright. So it's like a snake out of boulders. That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Starting with the
just-
head. It looks kind of weird. It kind of looks like that. I forgot his name. That one guy from The Simpsons with that weird nose thing or whatever.
Oh, Gilbert.
Yeah, Gilbert, whatever. I don't know. Anyways, I don't think that's too important. The thing is, this thing is huge, and it's like
Yeah.
it's like a rope. It's like a big like a
It could
bunch of
just wrap
beads of
around.
rock. It could just like completely wrap
Go
around
anywhere.
you, choke you out. And it could like
Or on.
yeah, just like inside of you, it could just like straight puncture you. See that like weird like mohawk like
Yeah,
like
dude.
knife thing?
It's like a
It could
bullet.
just-
Like,
it could just like
goes in-
pierce you,
and it
punch
comes
you
out.
all over the place, penetrate right inside of you. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna be real. I think A
Use
tier
it
because it's
full
huge. You
time.
gotta realize this thing is huge.
This thing is probably 5,000.
Very very strong, very powerful. If you ignore the head. So
I think
I'd
it's
say
just
A
an
tier.
S tier.
An
Huh?
S tier, really? Maybe high A. I
Okay.
don't think S tier, but
Okay.
yeah.
I'll put it A.
Alright,
Okay,
what's
now
next,
we
what's
got
next?
pink guy. What are you thinking? This one.
High B tier, maybe.
High B, definitely. The pose
yeah.
just sells it, you know.
Yeah, the
You know,
attack
makes
position.
me want to take it
Oh,
and
yeah.
buy.
Alright, what's next? What's next? What's next?
We have one known one.
Now we have
Snorlax.
actual Snorlax. Okay.
Snorlax.
So, why would you even use this guy? He's like asleep, first of all.
Okay, but
Like you have
this
to, like,
guy's, you can take full advantage of
you
sleep.
can take full advantage of Snorlax. I like the fact
I'd
that
have
it's
to
asleep.
say deer. D.
D. Alright.
Yeah, a D here.
Yeah, I can see that just because the fact that it's sleep and just everything's
It's
off.
just
Yeah.
a bit sleepy for me. And now we have
Wow. Okay.
Pinkman,
Super powerful.
third.
Already calling it. Okay, so first of all, tiny little thing. It looks very unassuming, but you gotta keep in mind it's super tiny and it can just like get around the enemy like crazy. It can just like roll around, do anything it wants.
I'm giving a C.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. All right, what's next? What's next?
Oh,
Poop.
now we have
Poop tier.
the yellow guy, dragon.
Okay, so like a Charizard, but like
Yeah,
what is this? Its wings look so tiny. It probably can't even lift it off the ground. It looks like
Yeah.
that one backyardigan. If you guys know what I'm talking about.
it has the features of the fish, which are really throwing. 'Cause
Yeah.
I really don't like
It kind of
fish.
looks like a Magikarp. Like you see how like the Magikarp has its like weird like antenna.
Oh,
things?
that's what's- yeah.
yeah.
Honestly, I'd have to group it with
Kinda
it. No power.
Yeah, it kind of just looks shy. Like it wouldn't even want to fight.
Yeah.
Here, see here.
Okay.
Alright, what's next? What's next? What's next? Okay,
This
that weird
plant,
like big plant with a big mouth thing.
that mouth.
Look, okay,
Oh.
yeah, look at that mouth. Wow. You could just like gobble all the other Pokemon up. Like any Pokemon,
Yeah.
you could just like eat it instantly. And look at the weird like I don't know if that's a stem or is that like a thorn at the back of its head.
Dude, that
That
might
thing
be
could
a
just like
four.
penetrate. That thing could just like penetrate the enemy.
Yeah. That
That's
could go
pretty good.
crazy.
I'd say A
Wait,
tier, maybe
look
S
at
tier.
Eating you?
Yeah.
That penetration going on?
Yeah, double trouble,
Gotta
double
be
trouble. It could take 2 enemies at once. I bet.
Yeah, definitely.
I bet it's seen worse though.
Platypus?
This weird yeah, what is this?
This just looks freaky.
It
I
looks
mean,
kinda
it's just
crazy.
super freaky. Like, I don't think it
Yeah.
could do anything. It's just not enough for me. I feel like, so I'm gonna have to go D.
The only I might say C just because of that psychic ability. Because like you gotta realize that thing could like make you kind of trip balls a little. Maybe
We can go
high D, low C. I'd say. All right, all right, all right.
We'll just put it as
Okay,
pink,
wow.
purple sludge.
Weird like radioactive sludge thing. This muck thing. All right.
Muck. Oh, that's it.
I think it's what it's called. I don't know.
One arm just gives it that disadvantage. I
Yeah,
just see one
but
arm.
it's a sludge. It can form into any shape you want. It could be anything you want it to be.
That is really good. That's a
For
really.
$50, it can do anything you want it to.
That just boosts it
Battle.
up. So like 7, 5.
And like, yeah, it's a sludge. I mean, it's like slippery.
That's
Like any
fair.
attack. Like if you ever seen that episode of SpongeBob where the bully keeps on hitting him, but he's a sponge, so he keeps on absorbing the blows.
Oh,
I feel like it'd be like
Good.
that, cause like it can just tank every single blow. It can take everything. It could probably, I don't know. It could take a real pounding, is what I'm saying. And
oh yeah.
yeah.
That gives
And
it.
that mouth gives
that-
it like power. It could just absorb you, too.
That is really good. That's so the mouth crazy.
I'd say put it in S tier.
Honestly,
Very versatile.
yeah.
It can like
I was doubting it
it's
up.
sludge, so you can just kind of like slurp it up. But
Doubting it up.
yeah, I'd say S tier. That's like its own
Really good.
Okay, what the fart is this?
Freaky rat. What is this,
The
bro?
weird rat thing. Mouth. I bet it could just like crawl inside of the enemy and just like destroy them from the inside out.
Okay,
I mean, but
the
you have to be like a
teeth are
certain type of trainer.
crazy.
You have to be like a certain type of player to like choose this one. Like some of us aren't crazy enough to use this one. It's only good in like for certain play styles. I'd say B tier actually. I'd say B tier. This weird flame horse thing, this fire
Dragon
pony.
horse.
Just one of those like Pokemon that just look like exactly like an animal. D.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Um,
I mean, those back legs
next
could
up-
pack a punch though.
that is
So,
fair.
but- Okay, well,
Next
what's
up, we
next
have
one?
this guy.
This weird sea
This
dragon
guy-
thing that Magikarp evolves into. I mean, it's more slippery, so it's more maneuverable, but like,
Yeah.
and you gotta realize its mouth is stronger too. I'd say put an A with it. It's the same
Yeah.
thing as water. It
Low
I mean,
A.
it loses some stuff, but also gains some advantages over it. I'd like pair it exactly with it. Poliwag is it? I think.
Yeah, I think that's probably
Weird
what.
hypnosis thing. Yeah, again, kind of the same thing with Psyduck, but this one looks more like aquatic based, so it's more like
Yeah.
adapted to aquatic environments. I put it in C. Put it with
Alright.
Psyduck. Put it with Psyduck.
Playing as Psyduck.
Alright. What's next?
Bigger rat. Bigger rat.
Big bunny rat thing.
C or D.
C.
Right.
Alright, what's next?
Caterpillar.
Okay. Okay, so I feel like this would combine the powers of those like weird like snake serpent things, like the rock one,
Def-
and the rat one. So like if you get inside of the enemy, like deep inside their defenses.
Do
I mean,
you
it's
see
still
those thorns
I
too?
mean, and yeah, it's mobile and can attack from both sides. It can take 2 enemies at once, like from both ends. Put
I'm gonna have to give
B
it a B.
Yeah, B.
Yeah.
B's good. It'd be good if it was bigger, but it's tiny, so it's whatever. The egg guy, the tree
Coconut
thing.
tree.
All right. I don't even know what this would be used for. It
Yeah,
has no arms. I mean, it has 3 heads, so it can bite like 3 enemies at once. D would be best. Yeah. 3 heads is good, but just bad body to put it on.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Squirtle.
Squirtle. One of the basic ones. Tier. I'm gonna say D tier. It's kind of basic.
All right. Yeah. It's,
Really,
Fair,
really
fair.
basic. All right.
Pillar.
Caterpie. Alright, same thing as that like weird like brown one with the 2 spikes. That weird, I forgot what it was called, the Weedle.
Oh yeah.
Weedle. I don't know. I'd say C
A
tier
nice H.
actually. C tier.
C?
Because it's worse than the other one, because it has no spikes.
That is fair. Spikes are
Yeah.
really important.
Well, yeah, low A or high B, something like that.
All right.
Or Charmander.
Charmander.
Alright,
I mean, they fire on the.
Okay, it's time. Yeah. Yet again, it looks like it can just jump around. Like, it looks really energetic and it looks like it's just ready for anything.
I might have to give it a C with a higher.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. Yet again, this is kind of small, basic. All right, Eevee. Wow.
Wow.
All right.
I might have to give this an A.
Yeah, A. Just because of the potential it has with all of its evolutions.
Yeah.
All right. What's
One
next?
of the most famous, the Pokemon.
Pikachu,
Yellow rat.
Yellow rat. Yeah, we got some weird yellow rat thing with like an electric tail thing or whatever.
What even is this?
I don't know, it's some yellow rat. I don't recognize this Pokemon.
This thing is like school bus yellow, so
it's like come and get me. It's like come and get me.
Good.
I'm ready for you.
Huh?
It's like screaming.
Yeah,
I'm ready for you. Come and get me.
I have to give this.
An A tier. Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just cause
Maybe
of
a high
how
B.
electric it is. Yeah, one of the two. I think put it in A tier because B tier is getting pretty full, like C tier.
Definitely.
Alright. Now,
we're on
last
to our last.
but not least, in case you guys couldn't guess it, the most powerful Pokemon, Vaporeon. If we had a Super S tier, it would be in this. So, very, very strong Pokemon because of just how like water-based it is, how land-based it is, just completely adapted to all environments. It has I heard it has like really wet, or so I've been told. It has really lubricated skin or whatever, so it can just like slip in between the enemies. Or so I've been told.
Yeah, and that tail is just crazy.
Yeah. Like I feel like it could just like cause a ruckus.
Do any?
Yeah. I would fight with this
really
Pokemon any day of the week. I would fight with this Pokemon.
Super S tiers.
Yeah, Super S tier. They're the Super S. Anyways, that is gonna conclude this Pokemon tier list.
That was a really
on
good.
to the next one.
Next one, yay.
Okay, guys. So now we're gonna start ranking conspiracy theories based on their plausibility. So,
and
starting off, or if you
wait,
just like select one.
Wait.
Hurry up.
Our special guest, our new special featured
Jesse,
guest.
say hi. This is
Jesse
our
the Brule.
professional.
Hi. I'm a conspiracy theorist.
So, first one is faking moon landing. Pretty straightforward,
Alright,
honestly.
yeah. So during the Cold
Let's hear
War,
from our.
the Cold War, the U.S. had to get ahead of the Soviets, and
Yeah, the Russian,
there was
Soviet
a
people.
space race, and the moon landing, as you guys know, were kind of like the final nail in the coffin. But there's people saying that it could have been faked because like it was just like a way to get ahead of the Soviets to like kind of like put them in. So yeah.
It's not fake. It's not fake. The Soviets tracked the flight of the missile. I mean the rocket. Same thing.
Really?
Yeah, they the U.S. was like, "Hey, Soviet Union, we're not launching a nuke. Don't freak out." And the USSR was like, "Yeah, you're not. I can see it. I can see it on our radars or whatever. I can see it leaving the atmosphere.
I would still drop a nuke.
Congratulations on winning the space race."
Put in B tier. I'd say put in B tier.
B tier, yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
a nice B tier would work. Next one is
Project
UFOs.
Project Bluebeam. Okay. So there's some
I don't know this one.
conspiracy theorists saying that with all the stuff, especially nowadays, this becomes more relevant because they're like coming out with all this UFO and alien stuff. And the theory behind Project Bluebeam is that it's a secret U.S. operation to try and fake an alien invasion so that they can like use it as an excuse to like have martial law or do a bunch of other evil stuff. Blah blah blah.
No,
Well, what is it, Jesse? You expert?
no,
I'm not
no.
an
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying that this is just implausible because we could just like do a false flag, right? USS. Well, that wasn't a false flag, but we could do like
Liberty.
USS Liberty, right?
Yeah.
And actually have a reason to go to war. So, I don't think it's very plausible. Put it in F.
Next conspiracy theory. I think Rafid's already chosen it. It's
Michael Jackson Hitler.
Okay, so that's a weird picture. But the theory behind this is the Nazis' existence after World War II. So there's some like kind of crazy theories that they escaped to Argentina, like a lot of the big Nazis went to Argentina. But there's also another crazy one that says they went to Antarctica and are still there. Or that Hitler himself is even like alive and that he like sacrificed.
The plausibility? F. Hitler's dead. He was born in 1899.
Yeah.
Yeah,
when
definitely now
quote
he's
unquote
dead, but
died.
like after World War II, maybe.
Right.
What do you think?
I mean, for this conspiracy theory, for the sake of its plausibility, I'd say we can rank it on like a bit, like a year after he died.
Yeah. Well, it's not just Hitler, like all the other guys that like escaped to Argentina or whatever.
That's true.
There were definitely Nazis that fled to Argentina.
Definitely not Antarctica.
The Soviets, they have like a piece of Hitler's skull because when he killed himself in the Führer bunker, he was like, they dragged him out inside like a bombshell crater, and the Soviets were advancing on them, and they cremated him. But the Soviets, like they somehow managed to identify him, and so they have a piece of his skull. So I don't believe Hitler survived his suicide, but I do believe that Nazis fled to Argentina because they did.
Got it. Okay, so I'd say put this in high D, maybe.
Alright, high D.
Boom. Alright, next one.
Alright. On the last topic, aliens building the pyramids.
Yep. So, the History Channel went kind of crazy with this because the pyramids are these crazy things that like with enormous stones, and like how did ancient people move all these? But I feel like this one's kind of stupid because there's been a lot of videos that I've seen of like people like pretty simply explaining how like big stones could be moved using basic like science with like water, like weird contraptions and such. So I don't think this is much.
Yeah, I agree, Sawyer. I think that's gonna be like F tier. Or no, not
I
F
wouldn't.
tier. It's gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say D tier because, like, I wouldn't be surprised if the Egyptians had like perfected some ancient like building practice that we no longer have. We've just forgotten how to do it. But I don't think aliens built it.
I'm saying D. It's
all right.
More of in the middle, yeah.
Alright. Next one.
A really small.
Yeah, this one's
flat
horrible,
Earth.
Flat Earth.
This is not
Like,
plausible at all.
do I even need to say it? Do I even need to
The
say it?
shadow government is trying to keep you out of Agartha.
Yeah, true. Agartha's
Pretty
at the
obvious. Most like the most proof they got, well, quote unquote proof, is the little stupid line test.
Yeah, but even then,
Really
like
stupid.
they end up disproving themselves all the time.
Yeah,
Like
it's really funny.
like actually, like they're so stupid that you can't even argue with them because like you're actually like genuinely wasting your time with an idiot. You cannot argue with them.
I think that the flat Earth.
If there was a super F, it'd be there.
Yeah, F tier.
Yeah, get this man the truth.
Next,
Alright.
next one, really, really big one.
Favorite one.
9/11.
Yeah, 9/11 conspiracies. This is probably pretty plausible, I'd say.
So I've got differing opinions on it because I think it's very plausible. So I'm gonna say like A because I would think that if Bush were to do it, I don't think he could. He was a moron. But
He had people
if he were to do it, it would be like for the CIA and the FBI to make an increased like surveillance state on Americans because that's what immediately happened after 9/11. They passed the Patriot Act, which violated the Fourth Amendment for like unlawful search and seizures. So I think it's possible that like they groomed Middle Easterners. You know, they kind of implanted this perception that the United States is evil so they could be evil. And as like a knee-jerk reaction. I think that's possible, but I also think that George Bush, I think he knew about it and he let it happen. Like
True,
it just
true.
arose naturally.
That's what I think. Yeah. I
Yeah,
feel like
and he
they
just-
like
he
found
didn't
out
do
about it and they're
anything
like,
for it.
okay, let's take advantage of this to like
Yeah.
wage war, increase surveillance, blah 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 blah.
Yes, I completely agree, Sawyer.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about the jet fuel can?
I think that's a little
steel
stupid
beam.
because like, I mean,
Yeah.
Retarded.
maybe I understand that, but like it like caved in on itself that it would like bend in on itself and then it would just cause a chain reaction. Like I
Sure.
don't,
Yeah.
I feel like the structural
no,
stuff is
no,
a bit
'cause-
stupid.
Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams; it weakens them. And when you have
Yeah.
hundreds of thousands of tons of
top of it,
concrete building on top of you, and a roaring fire with jet engine parts and like an entire plane inside you, you're gonna fall down. All
Real.
right. And
Real.
And the controlled demolition theory, also stupid, because firstly, it's the fucking World Trade Center. Okay, people are gonna notice contractors coming in and planting charges on like 15 floors.
True.
These things are gonna get noticed.
Definitely.
That controlled demolition theory is F tier.
Let's
Yeah.
go on to the next theory.
A bunch of celebrities,
Bohemian Grove, yeah, the rich billionaires eating babies. Blah,
Yeah,
blah,
and
blah.
touching kids
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
Well, that's for
mean-
another theory, but yeah.
Dude, how long did Epstein get away with his sex crimes? I think, and like people knew about it,
Yeah.
but they weren't doing about it until there was a whistleblower,
Because nothing ever happens.
until the general public became alerted to it. So, I think that it's probable that this is like some human trafficking ring, like crazy satanic cult shit that a bunch of politicians are like in, I guess.
Yeah, and there's no doubt it exists because like there's been
Yeah.
videos of people like
Yeah.
sneaking in like bunches of interviews and such, so it definitely exists. It's just like wondering what's going on there.
But I do think also it could be some kind of like weird like frat boy culture, you know,
Yeah.
where it's like these politicians are schmoozing up in a nice part of California, and then
With the
they're
side of
gonna go
eating
do,
babies.
hey guys, wouldn't it be totally radical if we burned a big owl effigy? And they're like, yeah, because they're like drunk or whatever. And
And let's eat the baby.
I do think I don't want to attribute malice to what can easily be attributed like incompetence.
Yeah.
Same thing with the 9/11 theory. Don't attribute malice to what can easily be attributed incompetence. But I don't think it's like some crazy satanic cult. I wouldn't be surprised if it was some sex crimes going on there, but I don't think they like worship the devil or anything. It might just be some weird crap.
I mean, it's real. I'd put it in maybe like A or B, just because like some of the stuff
I
that
would
goes
say
along
B.
with it, like eating babies, is a bit ridiculous.
Next one,
JFK.
JFK assassin.
S tier.
That's
Really?
here.
S tier.
Original, the guy who killed
Oh.
JFK was also
Yeah,
killed.
yeah. I completely.
Yeah.
I do think. I mean, to be fair, JFK was very popular.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but like,
it could have just been a fanatic who was a big fan and
I don't feel like
hated
anyone
Lee
would go
Harvey
that
Oswald for
far,
killing
though.
him.
Like,
I do
just
think
for
that's
that.
very probable, but I do completely agree that it is very probable it was just he was a fall guy. He was just cutting up loose ends or tying them off,
True.
I should say.
So you guys think this belongs in S tier or A tier?
I'm thinking A.
High A.
Yeah, I like
It's up
A.
there with 9/11.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So
Last but not
Last
least,
Jakob.
big man himself,
Big
Jakob.
S tier, obviously.
I'm gonna be
Jakob
real.
is
I don't
so
know
weird.
too much about Jakob. What do you guys think about him? Can you guys explain?
So he was just like, I think he was Ethiopian or something. This is as far as I know. He was like this Ethiopian guy, and he was super intelligent.
Yeah.
And he like bought an. He was also really rich, and he got like bullied or something, and he like hated black people for it because his head was too big or something, and so he was like, I'm gonna create white people because black people, I believe, are inferior. And over 300 years in this Greek island, they bred black people, and then
White people.
they-
white people. No, not black people.
yeah, but no, because they would like breed them, and I guess there were a bunch of environmental factors. They like eventually they started becoming like white, and then they started, with the white ones, the lighter skins. But I think after that, Jakob lost his like immortality or something, and then he just like died. That's as far as I know.
Rest in peace, Ricky. That's all our conspiracy theories. So that was our last tier list, and we're gonna wrap this up now.